Not lazy thing. Take this young lady to meet the mock turtle and to hear his history. I have to go back and attend to some executions I've ordered.
What fun.
What is the fun?
Why, it's all a fancy that they never executes nobody, you know. Come on.
Everybody says come on here. I never was to order that in all my life. Never. What is the sorrow?
It's all his fancy that. He hasn't got no sorrow, you know. Come on. It's your young lady. She wants folks to know your history, she do.
Sit down, both of you. Don't speak a word till I finish.
I don't see how we can even finish if it doesn't begin.
Once, I was a real turtle. When we were little, we went to school in the sea. The master was an old turtle. We used to call him Tortoise.
Why did you call him Tortoise if he wasn't one?
We called him Tortoise because he taught us, really. You were very dull.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself for asking such a simple question. Drive on, old fellow. Don't be all day about it.
Yes, when we were little, we went to school in the sea. Though you mayn't believe it.
I never said I didn't.
You did.
Hold your tongue.
We had the best of education. In fact, we went to school every day.
I've been to day school too. You needn't be so proud of all that.
With extras.
Yes, we learned French and music.
And washing.
Certainly not.
Then yours wasn't a really good school. Now to us, they had extras. French, music, and washing.
You couldn't need it much living at the bottom of the sea.
I couldn't afford to learn it. Only to afford the regular course.
What was that?
Reading and writing, of course, to begin with. Then the different branches of arithmetic. Ambition. Distraction. Amplification. And division.
I never heard about it. What is it?
What? Never heard of uglifying? You ought to beautify us, I suppose.
Yes. Means to make anything prettier?
Well, then, if you don't know what to uglify is, you are a simpleton.
What else had you to learn?
Well, there was mystery. Mystery, ancient and modern, with seaography. Then drawing. The drawing master was an old conger eel that used to come once a week. He taught us drawing, stretching, fainting in coils.
What was that like?
Well, I can't show it to you myself. I'm too stiff, and the griffin here never learnt it.
Out of time. Went to the classics master, though. He was no crab, he was.
I never went to him. He taught laughing and grief, they used to say.
So he did. So he did.
And how many hours a day did you do lessons?
10 hours the first day, 9 the next, and so on.
What a curious plan.
That's the reason they're called lessons, because they lesson from day to day.
So the 11th day must have been a holiday.
Of course it was.
But how did you manage on the 12th?
That's enough about lessons. Tell us something about the games now. Same as if you're not bone in this.
You may have never lived under the sea.
I haven't.
Perhaps you never even met a lobster.
I once tasted. No, never.
So you can have no idea what a delightful thing a lobster quadrille is.
No, indeed. What sort of dance is it?
Why? You first form a long line along the seashore.
2 lines. Seals, turtles, salmon, and so on. And then when you've cleared all the jellyfish out of the way.
That generally takes some time.
Yes, you advance twice.
Each with a lobster as a partner.
Of course, advance twice, set 2 partners.
Change lobsters and retire in same order.
Then you throw the lobsters out to sea as far as you can. Swim after them. Then they start off to the sea. Change lobsters again. Back to land again, and that's all the first figure.
It must have been a very pretty dance.
Would you like to try a little of it?
Very much indeed.
All right, well, let's try a part of it, shall we? We can do without lobsters, you know. Which shall sing?
Oh, you sing. I've forgotten the words.
Walk a little faster, said a whiting to a snail. There's a porpoise close behind us, and he's treading on my tail. See how eagerly the lobsters and the turtles all advance. They're waiting on the shingle. Will you come and join the dance? Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, will you join the dance? Will you, won't you, will you, won't you join the dance? You can really have no notion how delightful it will be when they take us up and throw us with the lobsters out to sea. But the snail replied, too far, and gave a look askance. Said he thanked the whiting kindly, but he would not join the dance. Would not, could not, would not, could not, would not join the dance. Would not, could not, would not, could not, could not join the dance. What matters it how far we go? His scaly friend replied. There is another shore, you know, upon the other side. The further off from England, the nearer is to France. Then turn not pale, beloved snail, but come and join the dance. Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, will you join the dance? Will you, won't you, will you, won't you join the dance?
Hey, that's a very interesting dance. And I do so like that curious song for the whiting.
Yes, the whiting. You've seen them, of course.
Yes, I've often seen that din.
I don't know where din may be, but if you've seen them there so often, of course you know what they're like.
I believe so. They have their tails in their mouths, and they're all over crumbs.
You're wrong about the crumbs. Crumbs would all wash off in the sea. But you are right about the tails, and the reason for that is... Oh, tell her about the reason and all that.
The reason is that they would go with the lobsters to the dance. So they got thrown out to sea, so they had to fall a long way. So they got their tails fastened in their mouths, so they couldn't get them out again. That's all.
Thank you. I never knew what a whiting before.
I could tell you more than that if you like. Do you know why it's called a whiting?
I never thought about it. Why is it?
Does the boots and the shoes.
Does the boots and shoes?
Why, what are your shoes done with? I mean, what makes them so shiny?
They're done with some lacking, I believe.
Boots and shoes under the sea are done with a whiting. Now you know.
What are they made of?
Soles and eels, of course. Any shrimp could have told you that.
If I'd been the whiting, I would have said to the porpoise, keep back, please. We don't want you with us.
No wise fish would go anywhere without a porpoise.
Wouldn't it really?
Of course not. Why, the fish came to me and told me he was going a journey. I should say, with what porpoise?
Don't you mean purpose?
I mean what I say.
Oh, let's hear some of your adventures.
I can tell you my adventure at the beginning from this morning, but it's no use going back yesterday because I was such a person then.
Explain all that.
No. The adventures first. Explanations take such a dreadful time.
Well, I saw the white rabbit, and I followed it down a dark and twisty hall, got locked in a corridor, and almost drowned by
That's
my
very
tears.
curious. And by far the most confusing thing I've ever heard.
Yes. Best leave off. Shall we try another thing in the lobster quadrille? Or would you like the mock turtle to sing you a song?
Oh, a song with mock turtle would be so kind.
No accounting for tastes. Sing a turtle soup, will you, old fellow?
Alrighty then. Beautiful soup so rich and green, waiting in a hot tureen. Who for such dainties would not stoop? Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Soup of the evening. Beautiful, beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Who cares for fish, game, or any other dish? Who would not give all else for two? Pennyworth only of beautiful soup. pennyworth, only a beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Soup of the evening. Beautiful, beautiful soup.